Hello, good evening, good evening. It's Neka here from your Power Life. And today we are reading what we left off last week on U squared. Yeah, U squared by Price Pritchett. And today we are on chapter 3. Well, they have no chapters, but the book has no chapters. So I'm calling chapter 3. It's called Change Your Personal Rules for Success. So here we go. Change your personal rules for success. Leverage up your personal effectiveness by an order of magnitude. Going from U to U squared is not a commonplace idea. You should not be surprised to hear that unconventional success calls for unconventional approaches. If you want to accelerate your rate of achievement rapidly, you must search out and vigorously employ new behaviors. Obviously, doing what you're doing will only get you to achieve the same consistent results. However, if you want to quantum leap, like if you want to 10x your income results, then obviously what you're doing now is not going to get you there. You have to change, not just your processes or methods, but also your thinking and how you are doing. And that's what this book is about. So quantum leaps require paradoxical behavior, unusual moves, action that on the surface often seem to contradict common sense. As human beings, though we ordinarily go with the obvious, we fall into the habit of relying on behaviors that seem to have worked best for us over the years. Makes sense, let's be honest. If it's work, as I say, if you ain't broken, don't fix it. Remember that old adage? If you want to continue your results, you definitely don't want to be using that adage. You definitely want to break it. That's what it's implying. When we take an approach that seems to be very serviceable and which enables us to perform well and succeed, we become very attached to it. We don't readily replenish that habit pattern. In fact, there is a tendency to follow our favorite approach more and more often, such that we get better and better at handling things that particular way. This adjournment with a certain approach results in overdependence on the strategies and tactics it involves. We resist new maneuvers because they make us feel clumsy, awkward, and more at risk. Let's be honest, it makes sense. If something has been working for you, why change it? Especially if you're happy where you are, why change it? So, yeah, okay, it makes us clumsy. So trying something new. Of course, anything new comes with itself, uncertainty, clumsiness, because obviously you're not used to the process, you're not used to whatever it is. So you're gonna feel, oh, okay, that kind of frustration where you're gonna be awkward, most definitely. Exactly. Yeah, the risk may not work, and or even if it works, it might take you time. So that all this makes sense. However, if you want to quantum leap, this is not the mindset you need. But if you want to accelerate your rate of achievement rapidly, you must search out and vigorously employ new behaviors, new attitude. You must be willing to break out of your routine in order to make quantum leaps. Definitely. That is most definitely because if you think about it, when you before you start doing something you're doing now that's getting the result, there was a point in time you had to learn that thing, whatever it is. You had to learn it. There was a time you were a newbie to it. And then, oh my God, and you're getting the results and you're comfortable. So now, now to change, to break out of the habit of this comfortableness, if that was a word, you have to kind of like say, okay, now, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, however long it is that you started doing this whole thing, I need to go back. And you and I know that sometimes it's a lot difficult to go back. It's easier going forward. Oh, yeah, let's just do it the way we used to do it and keep plodding along. And I think we just use the word plodding along, and that's what you do in your business, your life, or your relationships, your health. You plod along. You don't want to plod along. You definitely don't want to plod along. Plodders are, which when you plod, you exist. You're not living. When you plod, you exist. You are not living. You need to start to live. And how to do that, you need to get out of the shackles and out of the old way of being and step into, yeah, it's going to be uncomfortable, but it's only for a short time until you become a master of it. And then it becomes what? Comfortable. And then you move up. So the higher you go, each time you say, okay, get a bit more comfortable. Let's move, let's copy it. And that's how you achieve those results. You know? Things that have worked for you in the past very likely could or not or later lose that serviceability, even if your customary approach still holds promise for maintaining your present level of performance and growth curve. It may not help much if you want to hit far higher achievement levels. If you look at all these tennis players, you know, with one coach they won so many Grand Slams. Okay, now you say, oh, why they get rid of the coach? No, they won so many Grand Slams. Okay, why they get rid of the coach? Because they feel that, okay, they want to do something else. They want to shake it up a bit. And so you get somebody new, fresh ideas, fresh blood, and new ideas. Would that is not going to be like, okay, because your previous coach, you have had coach for what, 3, 5 years, 6 years, how many long you had them for? There's a lot of comfortable familiarity with it. Now the two of you now, this new coach, you have to go through the growing pain. But would they get you the results you want? If you do the work and you keep working hard, that you get the results you want. That is, the target goal you both set for yourselves. You will achieve that. But there's going to be a level of pain or uncomfortability. And that's what this book is talking about. And if you continue to rely on this old routine, maybe even leaning on them most when your performance flattens out or sag, you create a trap for yourself. Exactly. But that's when you start to applaud. It keeps actually same old, same old. Same old yourself, same old. You just keep doing the same thing over and over again. There's a certain irony here. Your historical most dependable behavior can become the major obstacles to your future success. Absolutely. Because you used to work in the past, now you want to go up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps. That behavior wouldn't work. You need to change it. It is possible for them to cripple your progress. They may stand as personal boundary lines that limit what you can accomplish with your life. Absolutely. I've seen that with me. Guilty as charged. I had to shake things up big time. There is, however, another course of action. It is the way of your quantum leap, U squared. The following chapters explain this particular strategy that is involved. So let's go to one of the first strategy. Quit trying harder. That's the first strategy. Quantum leaps cannot be achieved through incremental steps or through more of the same. You have got to shift gears. You have to follow new patterns of thought and action. The rules of what works and what doesn't always change when you are trying to make a move from normal performance to U squared. More of the same usually just gives you more of the same, obviously. Same more. Stop and think about it. Here is the way it goes. More of the same usually gives you more of the same. Of course, if that's mainly what you are after, fine. Try a little harder and get a little bigger or payoff. Try a lot harder and you can expect a lot harder with better results, right? Well, possibly, but it isn't definitely not the sure thing. Sooner or later, you're going to reach the point where you can't try any harder, obviously. The law of diminishing returns as same economics. It may be at this point your spirit flags or that your physical and mental resources are stretched to the limit. And often, well before you come to set of circumstances, you reach the point of diminishing return. Trying harder and harder starts producing less and less, sometimes in fact, Intensify your effort produces nothing except bigger problems. I have been there. Yeah. Yeah, just go harder, just do it. Yeah. Doesn't work. Well, it didn't work for me anyway. So I only speak for myself. It didn't work for me. As a case in point, go back to the story of the fly. The little insect could have turned away from the window 180 degrees and followed the path of least resistance as it flew out as it flew to the open door. A quantum leap to freedom. 10 seconds of effortless flight would have produced total success. 5 hours of frustration and panic spent beating his wing against the glass were destined to end fruitlessly in death on the dusty windowsill. Now, this is not an argument against self-discipline or persistence. Those are true virtues. Over a lifetime, they can be they can make a powerful contribution to success and achievement. They are fundamental to the development of your talents. It is extremely important to apply yourself diligently, and sometimes staying power is what delivers a big win. But ordinarily, you will find that trying harder produces only incremental gains, not quantum leap. Also keep in mind that trying harder, even a lot harder, sometimes offers little more than a straight path to burnout. Attempting to succeed through more of the same, being resolute and relying on committed effort can blind you to truth, can blind you to better pathways. If you want to make a quantum leap, quit thinking about trying harder. More effort isn't the answer. I love this quote. This takes me to another book called The Power of Awareness. Can you see that? Oh, sorry, this way. The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. And it's our chapter 14 is about it. It's called The Effortless Way. And it's also called The Principle of Least Action, which is basically what this is talking, this chapter was talking about, or the chapter we just read, quit trying harder. So let me tell you about a page, effectively. The Effortless Way by Neville Goddard, chapter 14. The principle of least action governs everything in physics, from the path of a planet to the path of a pulse of light. Least action is the minimum of energy multiplied by the minimum of time. Therefore, in moving from your present state to the state desired, you must use the minimum of energy and take the shortest possible time. Your journey from one state of consciousness to another is a psychological one. So make the journey, you must employ the psychological equivalent of this action. And the psychological equivalent is mere assumption. The day you finally realize the power of assumption, you discover that it works in complete conformity with the principle. In this principle, it works by means of attention minus effort. Thus, with least action through an assumption, you hurry without haste and reach your goal without effort. Because creation is finished, what you desire already exists. It is excluded from you because you can see only the contents of your own consciousness. It is the function of an assumption that calls back the excluded view and restores full vision. It is not the world, but your assumption that change. An assumption brings the invisible into sight. It is nothing more or less than seeing with the eye of God, i.e., imagination. The heart is the primary organ of sense, hence the first cause of experience. When you look on the heart, you are looking at your assumptions. Your assumptions determine your experience. Watch your assumptions with all diligence, for out there are the issues of life. As assumptions have the power of objective realization. Every event in the visible world is a result of an assumption, an idea in the unseen world. The present moment is all important, for it is only in the present moment that our assumptions can be controlled. The future must become the present in your mind. if you would wisely operate the law of assumption. The future becomes the present when you imagine that you already are what you will be when your assumption is fulfilled. This still missed action. I know that I know that I know that you are that which you desire to be. The end of longing should be being. Translate your dream into being. Perpetual construction of future states without the consciousness of already being then. That is picturing your desire without actually assuming the pain of the wish fulfilled is a fallacy and mirage of mankind. It is simply futile daydreaming. Basically, what this is saying is, whatever you're seeking, whatever it is you are seeking, is already here. However, you have no access to it yet because of your state of consciousness. That's never got us spin on the same top, on the same quit trying harder. What Nebuchadnezzar is saying is your imagination is the biggest faculty you have. So whatever it is you are seeking, imagine that you already have it. It doesn't mean that you should just sit down there, imagine that you already had it, and then voila, it's gonna happen. So when you imagine you already have it and you feel it in your body, then you take those actions. Action itself, the action itself is a guided action. It's not action of force. It's not action of, okay, I will, I must, I'm not. It's an action. It's almost like you are being guided. You are being directed to take this action. Whether it's picking up the phone call, whether it's there's want to do your website or that business and meeting that you keep putting off, or whatever it is, you'll be guided to take that action. And that action will not cause you any amount of stress. It's not going to cause you any. It's just you have in flow. You are in flow, and that's what he says that when he says quit trying harder, and then you hit the law of diminishing returns. That's exactly what you're talking about. Because if you think about it, how hard can you work? How many hours? And how many people do you know have worked so hard and what happened to them? It happened to my dad. He worked so hard, he retired 3 months later, he was gone. He was gone. He didn't even get to enjoy his pension or anything, he just didn't get to enjoy retirement. He literally dropped dead 3 months after he retired. And that's probably one of the reasons I believe that you got to enjoy, you got to use your you got to use the power of this amazing mind that we have been given, that we don't even use enough of it. You got to take. Nobody say you can just sit there and things will happen on that. That's not it. But whatever I do is coming from a place of inspiration, not desperation. And those two things are so different. Desperation, inspiration, complete separate, just pulls apart. When you're desperate, when you're taking action from desperation, that's you're working harder and harder, and does not necessarily give the results. When you come from a place of inspiration, you're being guided. So is that who say is a knowing that those serendipities, phone calls, oh yeah, I was thinking about that thing and that happened, and things just start to fall into place. You hear that all the time. It's probably happened to you lots of times. That's that's what today's chapter or the two chapters basically means. Like, quit trying harder and start playing inwards. As the Hoggadah will say, the effortless way, use your imagination. Power of awareness. An amazing book. So it's also same as this, but what short chapters. You know, but keep trying harder. And the same thing, the same way of doing things will get the same results. And if you want to quantum leap, which is what these people are about, are you going 10x, whatever, you know, basically you quantum leaping your results. That's you jump. You cannot use the same method that you're using now. Definitely wouldn't work. Definitely would not be quantum leap. But keep trying harder. It has a lot of diminishing returns and burnout. And we don't want that. We want you to succeed. And that's what the book club is about. It's about giving you tools to help you to succeed. You know? Yeah. And I've started reading this book as well. I know. It's called The Secrets of Natural Success by William Whitecloud. I came across him about a week ago. Someone from my mastermind recommended it. I'm like, oh, and he's saying the same thing. But I think all these philosophers, they kind of like say the same thing but differently. But so important to the same thing effectively. Trying, working hard, killing yourself doesn't really give you the results when the quantum leap you want happen. So use your imagination. As I call it daydream. Just imagine whatever it is you're seeking in your life and how you feel when it's there. Who will you be talking to? Who will you be discussing with? What kind of fun will you be having? Who will you be having fun with? Or who will you be sharing the experience with? What will you be saying? What will you be wearing? What will you be eating? Where will you be living? Just you know how can you play with your imagination? See, as adults, we kind of tend to forget that. Start doing that. For your business, for your health, for your relationship. Doesn't really matter what it is. It is the effortless way. I forgot it. And Vice Richard. So that's it for today. And thanks everyone. And I'll see you all next week. Have a good evening. Okay, bye.